Well, hello y'all, and welcome back to the channel. If anyone's paying attention, y'all will notice that there's a pretty big change. I'm changing the name of my channel, and I'll get into why I'm doing that. But look at this, y'all. This grass is dead. I mean, it's gonna come back when the rain comes, but if the rain ever does come. But this grass is this is what it looks like in the dead of the winter. Oh man, jeez. And we're watering and trying to keep water on it. I mean, I have two big trees that have died. I was gonna show y'all. I'll get to them later, but I'm gonna come walk over here. The pots are doing great because I can keep them under the shade and keep them watered. So the potted trees that I kept are doing great. The ones I put in the ground are dead. The drought got them. The drought has claimed my punka. It's gone. There's nothing left to it. I don't know. This one's barely hanging on. That blackberry, my punka blackberry's gone. I'm gonna have to reorder one of those and try. It's just a unprecedented drought. I mean, haven't seen this since 23 years, 2000, and that one started in 1997, I believe. So it lasted about 3 years. So that's about what we're in for. Some of this stuff is hanging on. That basil, some of these peppers, they look horrible, but I ain't gonna water them right now. I'm gonna water them later. This one died, this pepper died, but this pepper is still hanging in there. I haven't picked the peppers, I'm just letting them fall. But I wanna kind of preserve the plant. I'm gonna dig up some other pepper plants and come bring them over here, but ooh, big old snake was right there. I think I kicked him. Blue runner. I've been seeing a lot of blue runners lately. A lot of them. But it ain't nothing to worry about. But this whole area, the Malabar spinach is still living. I can't believe that stuff. And some green onions all, but I just can't kill that stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to. I don't want it no more. I just don't want it. But it's hanging in there. If anyone wants that, I mean, if I could get it to you, I would. If you really, really want some, you can tell me you want it. I'll try and get it to you, however people do that. Because I got tons of it. A couple little green onions still alive. But, yeah. Oh, I left this open. So, oh no, actually, my wife came through there. She's been trying to water. She pulled this hose out through here to try and water some of the yard. She's trying to save the trees. Because we have lost already two more, established big trees. I'm letting some of this go back to wood. See, you can see I'm letting the pine trees grow. It's gonna be pretty when I finish with it, what I'm gonna do. But look at this big oak tree. This big fella died. That's a solid, established oak tree. What is that doing dying on us? I mean, it's dead. That's a shame. I mean, I don't have any affinity to water oaks. It's not my favorite kind of tree at all. And I'll turn it into firewood someday. But I'm gonna have to do something. But anyway, yeah, that's one of them that's dead, one of the big ones. And then they got one over here on the other side of the property. Did the same thing. And it's the drought. It's 100% the drought. I mean, the pecans were looking okay, but they're hurting. I can see them drooping. Look at this persimmon taking a hit. Everything's taking a massive hit. I'm gonna go look at my fruit trees over here, y'all. And the chickens went out, but I'm kind of nervous to let them out because they had some hawks hunting them. And I am not going to be in the yard the whole day today. We're planning on going to do our pizza happy hour again. And, you know, kind of one of the things that leading to me wanting to change up a little bit in my format of what I am and what I'm gonna do. None of these trees put out any fruit that persisted. No pears, not a one. And that's the first year I've never had a pear. No persimmons whatsoever. And I mean, still having fits from what happened with that freeze and now a drought. I mean, it's just crazy. This is a native persimmon I let grow. The deer rubbed it over there, but it's still doing all right. So maybe it'll repair itself. There's two more right here. So this is that walnut I planted, but it died. I mean, what a shame. I paid a lot of money for this thing, and I tried to keep up with it. The apple died. The plum looks like trash. This satsuma is scraping by, just scraping by. I gotta get in there and cut all kind of dead wood out of there. And then this mulberry tree is, it's had it. It's not gonna make it. I think I'm just gonna take it out. So, yeah. The orchard is, well, the only trees I really want to keep in there are the persimmons and the pears. And I'm going to keep my citrus trees, which are way over there. The big majority of them are over there. So, I'm going to go let the chickens out. And maybe do a little explanation of why I'm changing. Look, y'all can see I had a problem. I had a raccoon that was getting in there. And he took out 4 or 5 of my chickens, and but he's gone. You can kind of see I used something right there to get him, but he's gone, and these girls are all okay now. All right, and boys, but of course they always take out the ones you like the most, your favorites. Anyway, I'll be over here. See, I'm going to give a little reason why I'm changing my name. It's basically a little format change too. I'm changing the Southern Homesteading, Outdoors, and Prepping. And it's going to be like SHOP, the shop. Go out to the shop. Go watch the shop. So, you know, it wasn't, I didn't mean it like that, but when I put it together, I said, oh, look, it says shop. Anyway, so I put my handle as that, the shop. I don't think it's anything that great. I just did it because it happened to fall in place like that. But what I'm doing is, when I started being a homesteader, or learning homesteading, I wanted to make sure, I've always been an academic in my career. I always was educating myself up, or upwards, as far as I could go. And I reached pretty much as high as I could in my field, you know, where I needed to be to have the degrees or every specialty that I needed. And when I quit doing that, I just, you know, I focused on work. It got different. And I got more into wanting to be out in here, and we bought this land. There was a couple different reasons we bought this property. Well, my daughter was riding horses, and horse riding was out here. If you lived in Louisiana, this was the place to be. And also, me and my wife just wanted to get out of the area we were in. There was nothing good about it. Suburbia was not for us. But we didn't want to be disassociated with normal, like normalcy, normality and living amongst people. So, I mean, the lots out here, anywhere between 5 to 10 to 15 acres, but it's still a community. So we have neighbors. We don't see them very often, but people walk up and down the street. They walk their dogs. They go jogging. They bike ride. Kids play in the road, ride their bikes, ride their four-wheelers. So it's community, and we know people here. We're learning people who the people are, and most everyone here. I equate it to like that movie Cocoon. It was a bunch of old people. Well, not old. I shouldn't say it like that. A bunch of older people. And they had such a strong communal bond amongst them. And the guy who I bought this house to, I think he was like the center of that. And it just seems like they're starting to go live with their family and leave because of this and that. They're getting too old to manage this large of a property, and they want to be around family. And that's why these are becoming, some of these lots are coming up for sale. They've lived here for 20, 30, 40 years. And these places weren't for sale. Very seldom something like this comes up for sale. And we just got lucky. We really did just get lucky. And so I was big into the homesteading community when we came here, as far as watching the videos. And that's when YouTube was young in homesteading. I had started watching them in about I guess the homesteading videos I started getting into 2013, 14, 15-ish, but I had gotten into the prepping stuff way earlier. I had gone full tilt into prepping. So I love to do the prepping stuff. And they are mutually separate, but also they are advantageous to do together. And of course, by the nature of its existence, homesteading is being a prepper, of course. Now, being a prepper doesn't mean you're a homesteader, but if you're a homesteader, you are by nature a prepper. So it all goes together. And I've reached a level where I'm not worried. I still buy stuff, but I don't have to worry about buying in bulk anymore. I got everything. I got all the essentials I needed. And I've been doing it for like 16 years. So don't think, oh God, he's bragging, no. It took me a long time to get here, and it's slow and steady wins the race. The turtle wins. But now that I've gotten to this point in my life, there's stuff that I used to do. You saw me put the boat back together. I fully intend on starting to get back into the things I like to do. My daughter has graduated from high school. She is now a very successful 18-year-old woman, young lady, and she's doing very well in what she is doing in life right now. She's a barn manager. She's a very accomplished rider, equestrian rider, and she's doing quite well for herself. And I firmly believe she'll do enormously well with her work ethic throughout her life. She's going to be just fine. We still help her out, of course, because you just don't stop at 18. But she is so very independent for herself. She's incredible. So now that she lives in Ocala, she's pretty much been living on her own since she's been 14 and a half. She started out in Pennsylvania riding for Boyd Martin and being a student worker for him, and now she rides for Eventing Drazul, which is Danny Mogul and her husband Zuli. She's the only female 5-star rider from Mexico, and right now my daughter is probably the highest skilled rider in that barn. Right? Well, not rider, but the team as far as what they're competing in. So Danny's really taking her up another level, and they're getting along. So anyway, enough. That's not really where I was going with this. So what I want to do is I have more time now on my hands, and what I want to do is start doing those things that I love to do a long time ago. Fishing, being on my boat, outdoors activities, whatever it might be, hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, bushcraft. I love learning bushcraft. I like tenting, stuff like that. I don't think I'll be doing a lot of tenting, but I used to do that. And I think I'm gonna, after this year, at the end of this year, starting next year, I think I'm gonna really start getting into that, because I'm getting a lot of our debt taken care of. I've been fortunate to work a lot and get that knocked out while supporting some things that take, you know, substantial amounts of money. You know, teenagers take a lot of money. Raising a family takes a lot of money. But now I'm slowly starting to be able to focus on some of the things that I like to do. And building this barn, getting the boat back. I might be able to go hunting some more. So, but I want to get debt taken care of, because a lot of that entails, you know, updating things, buying stuff that I need to get. And I don't want to have debt on top of debt. If I have to finance something, I'm not afraid to do that. I'm not one of these people, oh God, don't finance. But you shouldn't put debt on top of debt. That's just a never-ending downward spiral. So anyway, that's why I want to change the focus of the channel. And I hope y'all stick around, the ones that are here. And I'm hopeful that I'll get a whole new class of people coming to my channel by doing this. So thanks for listening to me, and I hope y'all stick around, and I'll see y'all around the YouTube communities. Thank you. Bye.